Well, good morning. Shall I start again? Good morning. Good morning. It's lovely to see you here this morning, and welcome to Cambray Baptist Church. My name's Alwyn Barry. I'm senior pastor here, and I want to welcome you on behalf of all the members in the church here. If you're new here this morning, it's really good to see you, to know that you're new here. Can I encourage you? We've got a little card in the foyer, which I don't have a copy of here, my apologies, which is green and purple, and it says welcome on it. And if you can fill your name and details in there, it's not so that we can badger you, but it just means that we can make sure that you get details of what's happening into the future. You can always unsubscribe from that. And also, we can tell you a little bit more about the church if you wish to know. So that's just a real help to us. Hopefully, you'll have already been made to feel welcome at the door, and hopefully by people around you as well. Now, I just want to say that this morning we've got a slightly different service. I'll say more about that in a minute and I'll explain it. But the wonderful thing is that we're all going to be staying in here together, apart from those of you who are on the live stream there. It's been lovely to have you with us, but I understand when you can't. But I hope you'll be able to participate as well at home. Just a few bits of news so we can get them out of the way to get going together. After this service, because this is our harvest service, we are going to have a harvest lunch in the hall down there. Now, if you've bought stuff and already contributed to it, that's great. Can I just say, if you have forgotten entirely, or you're just visiting here and you have bought nothing and suddenly think, I'm feeling somewhat peckish after the service, we would love to have you join us. We have got plenty of food, and so it'd be lovely for you to join us. So can I encourage you, even if you've not contemplated doing that, to join us it's the idea, it's a cold buffet. We're not doing a huge hot meal, but for those of you who are members here, just to say what we want to try and do, and we haven't done it for many years really as a church here, is to move towards regularly meeting together around food. That always sounds good, doesn't it? And so we want to get used to the idea of kind of bringing and sharing. On the way, we're just doing it with cold foods, but you'll see we'll have more opportunities as we go through the year, and it's a real privilege to do that. Two other things to say. This is a small group week, so can I encourage those of you who are in small groups to get in contact with your small group. It is a small group extra week because it's the fifth week of the month, so some small groups may not be meeting, so do contact your small group to find out whether they're meeting or not. And if you are a small group, and you haven't thought of meeting, the fifth week in the month is probably a really good one to do a social one on anyway, so it's pretty easy to organize. And the last thing is, in 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, we've got our Mission Sunday. We've got the Director of Operation Mobilization coming to speak to us on that Mission Sunday in 2 weeks' time. So please kind of put that in your diary, make sure that you're here. It'd be lovely to see this place full. Invite folk as well in to hear him and what God is doing throughout the world as we have the Director of OM speaking to us. Right, that's all that out of the way. As I say, we are on a Harvest Sunday. This is our harvest service. It's a special time of giving thanks to God for all his goodness to us. And so what we're going to do is we're going to stay together as a church. The children are not going to go out. If you really have a very young child and you really think that you need to take them out for whatever reason, then there are some toys out in the creche room, and the television relay is on there, so you can go there. But we don't mind you staying with us, please, all the way through. It'd be lovely to have you with us as we go through. And what we're going to do, we've got some videos, we've got some activities, we've got some praise. We're going to pray together, and we're going to listen to God's word. So, and Greg, for this one. I've got some pictures here, and here is a thought challenge for each one of you who is here, no matter what age you are. I'm going to put some pictures of things up. I'm not going to describe it any more than that. And I want you to think about who or what has made those things, okay? And I want you to figure out how big that person or thing might have been, okay?